finished Choose Me by Sheryl. It is performed in dual by Wesleigh, Siobhan and Midnite Michael, and I'm going to tell you the characters' names while I remember, which is Xena and Xavier. If I forget these names going forward, I apologise, but you know how my brain works by now. This was an ALC. It is part of the audio and colour programme, which you know I love supporting, and last time I checked it wasn't out yet, but it may be now, so I will double check and then I'll put it in the caption down at the bottom as always, whether it's available, up for pre-order or coming soon, because we do know how ACX Audible like to keep things to themselves in quality control for a little bit, you know. So hopefully, if it's not available yet, it will be available soon, because I do think you're going to love it and want to listen to it. So obviously, as soon as I saw it was available for an ALC, audio and colour programme, it was just over 4 hours, so I was like, this is going to be a good, quick listen. And it was Wesleigh Siobhan. I mean, really all I needed to hear was that it was Wesleigh, let's face it. So I was like, sold. And this book did not disappoint. It was such a good listen. It's more of a slow burn, so know that going in. And it made sense for this book that that was the case. So we have Xena. She is an artist and she is under management, and she is trying to get out of her management. Management. He is not a great guy, and the way he speaks to her is not the best. He's trying to get her to have weight loss surgery. He speaks poorly about what she looks like. She's never going to make it in the industry because of how she looks. He's talking there at a eatery. I say that because I'm not sure whether it was a cafe or a restaurant. I can't quite remember. And so, yeah, a douche canoe basically. And so she ends up being like, you know, I'm going to stay strong, and I'm good, because she's already tried to end it prior and not managed to do it. So she was like, no, I'm done. This is it. And as pure douche canoes do, he does not take it well. And Xavier happens to be in the same place, is seeing this happening, and is like, oh, hell no. Nobody makes a woman cry, especially in public. What the hell is going on? Why is he speaking to her this way? So he goes and intervenes and is like, dude, no. He makes sure she gets home safe. He's like, call me tomorrow, I want to make sure you're okay. And so she does, well, she's not going to, but her friend is like, thank you, give me your phone, as friends do, you know. And because, you know, once her friend finds out what's happened, she was like, excuse me, in pure friendship fashion. So he's like, I wanna, you know, let's go on a date. But she has a lot of loss in her life, so she is very guarded, which makes sense into why she wants to take it slow. And plus, she has a lot of negative thought around how people are going to perceive her because of her image issues that have been force-fed to her by people like her manager. And then he is dealing with an ex who, let's just say, stalker. And he is actually one of those MMCs that you just adore. Like, you know, when you're just like, he's got to have a fault somewhere. Like, come on. And there's a lovely moment where he says, like, I want to make dinner for you. And she's like, you can cook. And he's like, I'm in my 30s. I wouldn't survive if I couldn't cook. And I loved that because so much, you know, we see like this weaponized incompetence, whether that's in real life or in fiction. And so I love that sort of inclusion of that. And so they go, and there's obviously this attraction between them, but she's like, you know, I want to take it slow. And he's like, absolutely, hands off, like, I'm down with this. And even when towards the end things have happened and there's been declarations and he knows she feels it, but she's, you know, there's that barrier, and he goes and he's like, this is what it is. I'm prepared, but I want you to be where I'm at. I will wait. But where are you at? Are you where I'm at? Sort of thing. And it was such a beautiful moment and just cemented this guy as being like top book boyfriend sort of material. And that's just like one of the many things that he does. I mean, he gets from a new management, he goes and introduces her to all these people, and he has these moments of talking to her, and the way he talks to her, the way he speaks about her body, because when they are intimate and she's trying to hide herself, and he's like, whoa, what is happening right now? And it's just so good. And performance wise, so I had only just listened to Midnite Michael a little bit ago, and that was my first time listening to him. So when it came up again, I was like, oh, I see how this is. I see how this is gonna go, because isn't this always the way? Like, you've never listened to somebody and then all of a sudden it's like, it's every other book. And I was like, I'm not sad about it, because he really did such a great job of conveying Xavier in this protector role, this sweet and compassionate person with his voice. And it was just really a joy to listen to. And then it's Wesleigh Siobhan, man. Like, there's only so much you can say that you haven't said before, but what I really loved was how we got to really feel what Xena was feeling. We understood, even though we had the words, we understood the emotion and that vulnerability of not wanting another person to leave her, and that it wasn't just about, oh, this man, but the loss that she had sustained prior to that with her family. And it was just so beautifully performed, and the emotion that she conveyed with it, and it was just so good. Definitely check it out and go support a great organization, go support the author, because I don't know about you, but I want to see more Sheryl Lister on audio, because this book was great, the writing was great, she had such a great way of conveying these characters and this story, and yes, go get it when it's available.